Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending the event today. As we're about to begin, we would like to request that everyone please mute yourself and feel free to switch on your video camera so that we could see you. We will have a photo session at the end of this event, so please get ready for your photos to be taken.
Please note that this session will be recorded and screenshots will be taken from time to time by the organizers. If anyone has any questions or requests, please write it in the chat section at bottom right corner for the organizer to pick up. Additionally, everyone can express their actions through the reaction button located on the menu bar in the WebEx below. A very good morning to our distinguished guests, SRMIST, Mr. Kartar Singh, Director International Relations, Surveyor Dr. Zuhaili bin Mohamad Ramli, Assistant Dean for Global and External Engagement in the Faculty of Built Environment and Surveying, UTM, Malaysia. We would like to also welcome SRMIST, Dean of School of Architecture and Interior Design, SRMIST, Dr. P. Satish Kumar, Head of Department of Architecture, SRMIST, Professor Sri Pradipa, Coordinator of Collaboration, SRMIST, Professor K. Gita Ramesh, and from UTM, Director of Architecture Program, UTM, Associate Professor Dr. Ali Sabrina Ismail, Coordinator of Collaboration, Dr. Aiman Muhammad Rashid, fellow lecturers, students, and a very warm welcome to everyone on behalf of the organizing committee. My name is Husna from first year architecture students from UTM.
And my name is Dharshini Gopinath, and this is
Madhubala, and we will be moderating this event. As you may have known that SRMIST and UTM architecture faculty and students have been conducting programs within the design studio of each university. It is a medium where architectural ideas are discussed and generated with new perspectives and approaches beyond the boundaries of cultures and nations. This concluding semester event is to celebrate the activities conducted as part of the first year collaborative design studio held throughout the semester.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we will begin the event with the opening speech by our distinguished guest. We would like to invite Mr. Kartar Singh, the Director International Relations from SRMIST, for his speech.
Thank you very much, Amal, for that introduction. I'm really delighted to be part of this meeting, this event. And I think it's wonderful that the students on either side have made it possible. I think this is an event really which focuses on the students, and it's a culmination of the effort that they have put in over a period of time, where they have worked on the design studio. And I think that is, and in this context, I must congratulate UTM. I was just congratulating Dr. Alice Sabrina for the, we were talking about the pandemic and talking about some of the negative aspects, but Dr. Alice actually said, in some respects, maybe it is a blessing in disguise, because I think in spite of all the drawbacks of the pandemic, the fact that we couldn't meet physically, probably in the past we would have had some physical movement of students, exchange students, but that didn't stop two very committed partners from talking to each other, from exploring the common interests that exist between the two sides. And actually, what is amazing is that we concluded the signing of the MOU. But I went on to congratulate Dr. Alice for the for setting a kind of a roadmap that before we start with the formal collaboration, why don't we both explore the partnership? So I think that is where this pre-MOU activity was initiated, and that is where the students on either side they got together, they had these various activities, and also there were other events which help to establish the commonality and the mutual interest between the two sides. So I think that has only gone to strengthen the partnership. And I would say that the partnership we have in the field of architecture between the two institutions is one of the strongest MOUs that we have. Because there's genuine interest on both sides. Both sides want to work together, and strengthening that partnership is the fact that the students are able to interact, they're able to share their ideas. And I think doing it by way of design studio is wonderful because the studio is like a crucible of innovation. So you go in there, you have various ideas, and then you create something new, something innovative. And all the architecture students, some of you are like artists, maybe like poets. So you're creating something really beautiful for humanity to look at and then to say, this is something wonderful for us to imbibe. And Dr. Alice also mentioned about how architecture can it bring cultures together. And I think that's a really very important point because architecture does have that potential. It does have the strength and the power to bring people together, to bring cultures together. As we have seen in this case, it has brought people from Malaysia, people from India together. And even looking at the history of architecture in both countries, I think there is so much in common as we see the influence of history, culture, and religion. These are so very important for both countries and very deeply imbibed in the culture of the people. And that gets reflected in the architecture. And I hope that as we move along, as we grow stronger in our partnership, we will continue to explore this trend of how architecture can bring together cultures, can forge greater unity. We also know there's a very large Indian diaspora in Malaysia. So Malaysia is very well connected to India, and there's a great awareness about the country. So we need to build on that, and also these commonalities that exist in our architectural history and legacy. So with that, I want to congratulate the faculty on both sides, the students on both sides, for helping to create this new kind of approach to collaboration and for creating a new way of working together virtually. I think that is what is something that strikes out, that we have not allowed the pandemic to come in the way of our partnership, our relationship. And I can see it only getting stronger as we move along. And I know this is the closing session for the design studio workshop on both sides. But I'm sure it's going to be the start of something more wonderful, something more productive, something more meaningful for both sides. So I want to thank UTM, Dr. Alice Sabrina in particular, and her team, and also the students, Amal, Husna, and the other group of students at UTM. We are privileged to have this link with the UTM because I'm told that the architecture school is the oldest school in the history of UTM, going back to almost, I think soon we'll be hitting a century. So I think to have a partner of such stature, such legacy, such history, there is so much that we can also learn from you. And I'm sure there is a lot of things that we can also share with you. So I want to thank everyone and also my team here in SRM, Dr. Satish Kumar, Dr. Pradeepa, and the team of faculty there. And wishing both sides the very best as we move along. Thank you very much, and really happy to be invited to be part of this event. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Kartar Singh, the Director of International Relations from SRMIST, for this opening speech. Now we would like to call upon Surveyor Dr. Zuhaili bin Mohamad Ramli, the Assistant Dean for Global and External Engagement from the Faculty of Built Environment and Surveying, UTM, Malaysia.
Right. Thank you, Ms. Master of Ceremony. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And very good morning, still, even here in Malaysia, still morning, to both participants from Malaysia and also from India. So my dear esteemed colleagues from SRMIST, Mr. Kartar Singh, Director of International Relations, Professor Dr. Satish Kumar, Dean of the School of Architecture and Interior Design, Professor Pradipa, Head of the Department of Architecture, and Professor K. Gita, Coordinator of the Collaboration. I've just been told that both of them have just passed their PhD examination very recently. Congratulations. My dear energetic colleagues from UTM, we have Associate Professor Dr. Sabrina, the Director of Architecture Programs, Dr. Aiman Mohamad Rashid, the Coordinator of First Year Program, First Year Architecture Programs, all academic staff, and first year architecture students from both institutions. First and foremost, I would like to thank as well for the invitation for me to join this momentous occasion. On behalf of the acting dean of the faculty, we would like to congratulate everybody who have involved in the successful implementation of this collaborative design studio between UTM and also SRMIST. As what has been mentioned by Mr. Kartar, this is way of innovation, of doing things. Due to pandemic, we have to move forward and find ways how we can continue our life and business as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, since the first engagement between these two institutions back in October 2020, right? So that was the first meeting that was attended by Prof. Pradipa and Prof. Shanti, those two which I can remember. I believe there are other members from your schools as well. We have seen a lot of collaboration activities being conducted. Although the official MOU signing ceremony was just recently held in July 2021. So in the past, like more than 6 months, half a year, we have been working together without official MOU, but still it works and it does give a positive impact and benefit to both institutions. In specific to this collaborative design studio, I believe it is a small step in the right direction. Although this program, we hope that this program will grow and expand further in the future, that will benefit both institutions. And perhaps when the situation allow, we can have an exchange mobility program for both students and staff, which we have not seen much in the past, in particular between UTM and also India. So maybe UTM through our faculty, FABU, and also said in SRMIST would be the forefront to boost these numbers of mobility between these two institutions. I believe that there were shortcomings and constraints as we only do these things virtually on top of the different time zone. I think this is the most common challenges that we are facing when we are geographically apart. The time difference is kind of challenging, very challenging to all of us. So lastly, I would like to congratulate to the student. Definitely, this is our student who have worked hard for the design studio throughout the semesters, and also to make today's event a successful one. Wishing you all the best and stay safe. Together we fight this COVID-19. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Surveyor Dr. Zuhaili bin Mohamad Ramli, Assistant Dean for Global and External Engagement from the Faculty of Built Environment and Surveying, UTM Malaysia for the speech. For everyone's information, both of our distinguished guests, our head of departments and lecturers had worked tirelessly for this Memorandum of Understanding MOU between UTM and SRMIST to happen, without which the first year collaborative design studios will not be as successful and meaningful.
Up next is the photography session. I would like to request everyone here to switch on the cameras for a short while for your organizers to capture the screenshots from each section within the WebEx interface.
Okay, I'm going to capture some of the screenshots. 1, 2, 3. Students, you can open up your screen as well. Thank you. Okay, another one.
Simon, we missed one of your device.
I have another one. Okay, another one. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to go to the next section. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, probably this will be the last one. Okay, another one. Smile, everyone. 1, 2, 3. I think that's all, MC. Thank you very much.
Now we would like to present a short video montage of the collaborative events that occurred for the past few months between SRMIST and UTM. Please sit back and enjoy this video.
Good day to everyone. My name is Mohamad and Najib bin Mohamad Sabri, and I'll be giving a feedback about the event that happened between SRM, IST, and also UTM. It was very eye-opening, and also I gained more ideas in order for me to implement them into my design, which were given to me by the students' presentation and also the comments given by the lecturers of SRM, IST. I hope that in the future we can do more collaborations with other universities as well, so that we can become better architects and share more ideas together. Thank you.
This collaborative studio has been really fruitful to us. We gained knowledge on different architectural styles. We also gained different point of view on our works, which definitely helped us improve. We also got to see there are many new diverse design ideas, some were very innovative. Yes, there was a language barrier at first, but it was overcome very quickly. Overall, it was a very helpful and an amazing experience.
We found this collaborative studio really engaging and captivating. We had a lot of knowledge exchanged in terms of case studies and also architectural styles. Apart from it, we had informative pointers given on our design, which boosted our portfolio. Overall, we had great learning experience and moreover, we had fun.
This collaborative study session helped us to get good exposure and learning experience. It helped us to rectify our errors and make our work better from a third person's perspective. It also helped us to broaden our thoughts and get more creative with our ideas. I would like to thank the faculty members, the Dean Sir and the HOD Ma'am for giving us this opportunity in the first year level. And I'm looking forward for more collaborative sessions with the UTM faculty and their students. Thank you.
We will now move on to our next program, which the students and the faculty members are anxiously waiting for, the certificate giving ceremony. Before we begin, we would like to thank all the students and the lecturers that have participated in this event, which has benefited in the progress of the works conducted in the semester. Is my screen visible? The students being awarded for presenting on the Chettinad style of architecture are Arushi Mandal, Jyotishmita Bhagwati, Shreya Chidasama, Dikshita Koliyat, L.M. Ashwin, Niveta Sundaram, Hemant Haridas, Ritul Kumar, Surat Sanjeev, Krishna Karthik, and the students who've been awarded for the Haveli style of architecture are R.B. Akshita, N. Sahidya, V. Shahini, N. Subashri, Ashwin Joshua James,
Atik Ahmed, Somiseti Mani Prashant, N. Neha, Sibin Matthew. And the students being awarded for presenting under Kerala Architecture, S.S. Harikrishnan, S. Shreya, Nihita Manu, Anushka Singh, Bhaveri Sai Nikhil, Dharshini Gopinath, M. Madhubala, R. Giri, Atul Ri Shanmukashri, Alia Rajan Kolandra. And students being awarded for presenting Naga style of architecture, Pragna Paruchuri, V. Pragatesh, Mansi Panda, and S. Riti.
I will now announce the list of lecturers involved in the collaboration design studios from UTM. The first year work-based masters, Dr. Aiman bin Mohamad Rashid, Dr. Wan Muhammad Zakri bin Wan Abdullah, Dr. Muhammad Faizal bin Abdurrani, and other faculty members, Mr. Amirul Hakim bin Jamil, Madam Intan Liana Samsudin, Dr. Tengku Intan Suraya, Dr. Nur Izura binti Tukiman, Madam Isma Adlina Abdul Aziz, Dr. Izi Afifi bin Ismail, Dr. Azalilah Ramdani binti Musa. And now I will announce the list of first year UTM architecture students who have presented the Precedent Studies of Malaysian Architecture. Uzma Bahia binti Jamal Abdul Nasir, Cheng Huyen, Nur Arman Amin bin Mat Yusof, Mulia Zulaika binti Michi, Nur Aiman Syafiq bin Syafi'i, Talasiatul Hasanah binti Salahuddin, Yi Lang Jess, Muhammad Saifuddin Aiman bin Abdul Rahman, Kasturi anak perempuan Siva Kumar, Farah Alika Friza Hisha, Tan Yan Hua, Aiman bin Nasran, Muhammad Shakir bin Rizwan, Carol Tay Jing Yi, Nik Amirah Balkis binti Ramzu Nasri, Nur Alia Akila binti Muhammad Zainal, Farel Ardian Carlo, Nur Ain Ashra binti Zainuddin, Nur Hidayah binti Muhammad Nur, Ricky Chong, Divya Sri anak perempuan Krishna Sami, Muhammad Ashraf Hanis bin Ismail, Muhammad Nasruddin Omar Abdul Hassan, Muhammad Daniel Najib bin Muhammad Sabri, Amal Husna binti Muhammad Fauzi, Muhammad Zal Hazmi bin Muhammad Zamani, Muhammad Nur Ammar Fikri bin Nur Suhaimi, Ali Imran bin Osman, Fartasha Ansari, Nurul Ashikin binti Ahmad Tajuddin, Muhammad Syahmi bin Zaidi, Abdul Rashid bin Saadun, Abibachan Alter, Muhammad Luqman Hakim bin Abdul Khalid, Noshin Mustafa Brishti, and last but not least, Rozan Hilmi Zahran.
Yes, it has been a wonderful collaboration between SRMIST and UTM. And sadly, the collaboration for this semester has reached the end. We would like to thank our distinguished guests, Mr. Kartar Singh, the Director of International Relations from SRMIST, Surveyor Dr. Zuhaili bin Mohamad Ramli, Assistant Dean for Global and External Engagement in the Faculty of Built Environment and Surveying, UTM Malaysia.
Of School of Architecture and Interior Design, SRMIST, Dr. P. Satish Kumar, Head of Department of Architecture, SRMIST, Professor C. Pradeepa, Coordinator of Collaboration, SRMIST, Professor K. Geeta Ramesh, and from UTM, Director of Architecture Program, UTM, Associate Professor, Dr. Alice Sabrina Ismail, Coordinator of Collaboration, Dr. Ayman Mohamad Rashid, fellow lecturers and students for taking your time to attend this event.
Again, from the bottom of our hearts, the first year collaborative design studio will not happen without the involvement of everyone. Your effort and participation is truly appreciated. We look forward to having further collaboration within the studios for the next term, and we hope that this collaboration could extend beyond the first year studios as well, for the betterment of students as well for the faculties. We wish everyone the best of health and stay safe. Bye-bye, Nandri, terima kasih, and thank you.